Dedicated fans get here early because the stands fill up very quickly, but by tip-off, the jungle comes alive. One of the events in the Super Bowl benefit weekend was a golf tournament where participants had a chance to take a swing at being one of the best golfers of the day. Kayakers competing in the competition will be judged off their performance coming off of that wave, the good wave. With only 2 home games remaining in the season and free Chick-fil-A sandwiches, students couldn't pass up the opportunity of coming to the game. It was a day to honor some of the nation's top NFL prospects, including 3 Auburn football players. Early morning wake-up call here in Jordan-Hare Stadium as the 9th-ranked Auburn Tigers take on the Vanderbilt Commodores. Of course, Carrion's been really good, and I talked to him, and he's not worried about his ankle injury at all. He said he should be good to go, and of course, Cameron Petway last year, he rushed for over 1,000 yards. Probably has a good chance to do that again this season. Last week, Wiley was named SEC Freshman of the Week after dropping 19 points against Alabama. This week, he scored a career-high 25 points to help get the team's win over TCU. It's that time of year again. Fans get their taste of football to help last them to the fall. In case you haven't heard, Auburn football held its scrimmage game over the weekend, and the first teams impressed quite the crowd. The biggest news in the Auburn football offseason, Rhett Lashley took a new offensive coordinator job at UConn. Auburn hired Arizona State offensive coordinator Chip Lindsey as Lashley's replacement. Gus Malzahn says he still plans to pass on the play calling to Lindsey.
Last week, obviously I started looking for an offensive coordinator.
A top 25 SEC matchup in softball this week, number 5 Auburn against number 21 Ole Miss. Lindsey then transitioned to the collegiate level where he began as a quarterbacks coach at Troy University. He briefly went back to coaching high school football before taking an offensive analyst job with the Auburn Tigers, who were also the SEC champions that year. White, Stidham, or Willis, who will be Auburn's starting quarterback? That question was not answered today by Gus Malzahn at least. However, some fans did have their picks on who they want to see as the starter.
Sean White.
Jarrett Stidham's got it in the bag.
Now I'm liking what I'm seeing from Jarrett and Malik.
I want the best. They both looking good.
Former Auburn baseball player and retired MLB star Tim Hudson held his annual Hudson Family Foundation Super Bowl benefit weekend. The foundation was founded in 2009 by Hudson and his wife.
My wife and I, we did a lot of work with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta and the Make-A-Wish Foundation. We just saw a lot of need with families from, emotional, physical problems, medical bills, things of that nature. And our foundation was created to help in those areas.
At the end of each year, which is the Super Bowl, we have a thank you event where all of our sponsors who participated all year long get to come together and celebrate all the great things that the foundation did the previous year. One of the events in the Super Bowl benefit weekend was a golf tournament where participants had a chance to take a swing at being one of the best golfers of the day.
We had a great time, played with some fantastic people, always get to meet new people, and really appreciate what Tim and Kim do for the children through their foundation.
I want to thank Tim Hudson and the foundation for having us out here. They do a great job. They've got a great cause they're working for, and we're just blessed to be able to play and support their cause.
To top off the weekend, the day concluded with the Super Bowl party, where all of the sponsors and guests gathered for food and other activities.
This year we're doing a Super Bowl party and live and silent auctions, and we've had some great supporters over the years, and it's just a way for us to get them involved, and it's almost like a thank you for them.
In Opelika, Kacie Cooper, Eagle Eye TV. The Auburn Tigers took the field at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans to close out the season in the 83rd All-State Sugar Bowl. It was a matchup between one of the best defenses in the nation in Auburn and the best offenses in Oklahoma. That Sooners offense also included 2 Heisman finalists, quarterback Baker Mayfield and wide receiver Dede Westbrook. Auburn struck first with a touchdown by Chandler Cox, his first of the season. After that drive, Auburn was held to 2 Daniel Carlson field goals and a touchdown as time expired to end the game. Oklahoma reached the end zone 5 times that night, winning the Sugar Bowl 35-19.
Our D-line go ahead and slam the quarterback, knock him down, because they got hands on him, they got bodies on the whole game. Just couldn't bring him down.
Him extending those plays on 3rd down is crucial. You can't let an offense like that keep continuing to get 3rd downs.
Injuries. It's been the story all season long for the Auburn Tigers, and it was the story again here tonight. Quarterback Sean White was injured in the first quarter. John Franklin III took his place but was injured as well. Jeremy Johnson stepped in at the quarterback's position and finished out the rest of the game.
I thought I threw it where I wanted to, so when I threw and it just went straight to the ground, I was like, something's not right, so they checked it out and felt it, and they did the x-ray and found out I broke the bone. So the wrist? Broken forearm.
Every time I was trying to grip the ball, my fingers would lock up, so I couldn't really do much.
Cameron Petway also played in the game after making his return against Alabama in the last game of the regular season. Petway once again rushed for over 100 yards in the game, his 7th 100-yard rushing game of the season. Auburn finished out the season 8-5. In New Orleans, Kacie Cooper, Eagle Eye Sports.